Good day, my beauties and bows. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new to my channel, welcome, and I really appreciate you checking me out. I hope you and guys enjoy this video. I am so excited for this video. I was able to get a hold of the Alice in Wonderland Through the Looking Glass palette. This palette goes for $60 and I purchased mine at Ulta. So once I heard that this palette was coming out, I had to rearrange my whole life to make sure that I got a hold of this palette. It spoke to me. It whispered crazy little nonsense in my brain and I listened. So we are going to go through this palette. We are going to swatch the colors. We are also going to talk about truth of this palette, my opinion. My opinion is obviously not your opinion. If you want my opinion to be your opinion, you're on the wrong channel and go over to those guys. I love Urban Decay for one, and this is a palette by Urban Decay, so I assumed that I would not be disappointed by purchasing this palette. So let's go ahead and get into it, and yeah, if you want to see the swatches and hear my opinions on the matter, then just keep watching. So today's look is inspired of colors out of this palette. I want to do a little bit of both. So I have Alice on this side, I have Mad Hatter on this side. I'm also wearing one of the lipsticks that is a part of this collection. This collection is limited time. I don't know how long that's gonna be out, but it is limited. So if you want to get this palette, I suggest running and getting it. So this is the original box that it comes in, which matches the actual palette itself, and then it shows the colors on the back here, which is what we will swatch today. I'm sorry if this video turns out to be kind of long, but I want to make sure that if you're gonna spend 60 bucks on this product, I want to make sure that you guys know exactly what you're going to be purchasing. So I hope I don't get long-winded. I'm going to hope to get through the swatches fairly quickly. Majority of the time I will be talking about the palette itself. So one, can we just stop? Can we take in a moment of appreciating how much time and design was put into this palette? Like, my God. Look at it. It's got the mosaic, it's got butterflies. Those are most beautiful butterflies, hidden butterflies up on top of the mirror. Of course, you have the mirror. The lettering is just absolutely classic and beautiful. This has to be one of my favorite designs for a palette. So you have the black and white border going around all the sides. The palette itself is right here with lettering. It says, "I know who I was when I got up this morning, but I must have changed several times since then." I just love these sayings. Like, they just hit your heart. Alright, so let's go ahead and open up the palette, and I hope I don't blind you guys. There is a mirror inside here. Once you open the palette, you have the mirror with the gold trim. On the mirror itself, it says, can you see it? "We are all mad here," which is a saying that Cheshire has said, and also Mad Hatter has said as well. You also have like these two little doors. And on the doors it says, "I am not strange, weird, off, nor crazy. My reality is just different from yours." All right, so I took the palette out. That way it makes it more easy to show you guys. So you have like these little doors. And you open it and you have this beautiful butterfly. It's like a vellum type paper butterfly in there. Absolutely beautiful, display worthy. I love it. It's just, look at that. Look at that. Like, you don't need that, but it's worth it to have like just that effect to it. So this is the display box for the palette itself. I give it an A+ because it's just absolutely gorgeous. You got Urban Decay right here. So are you ready for this, guys? Here is the palette itself. And one thing that I love about the palette is that it gives kind of like an optical illusion effect with the white on black, black on white type of feature. So kind of like tiles, which reminds me of like tiles in the Queen of Hearts castle type of thing. So here are all the different colors. They are so vibrant. You got vibrant colors, you got matte, you got shimmers, and the names of them I think really stand out as well. So the way that I'm going to swatch is I'm going to swatch the top row, the bottom row, or the next row, and just go down all the way across. That's how we're going to swatch it today. Also with Urban Decay, you get a brush. I did not use the brush today, but you do get a brush, and this is pretty similar to what brushes come in Urban Decay's palettes. I believe in like Vice 4, it's a very similar brush. It's double-ended. I use this side to like smudge the underneath of my eye once I apply the powder. So this is a really good side to do that with. This side is just kind of like a good blend in the crease brush. So, and then you have the handle with the lettering of Urban Decay that matches the palette design. So beautiful brush. Before I do the swatches, I'm going to talk to you about the lips. So Urban Decay did also come out with the lipstick collection for this whole series of Alice Through the Looking Glass. This is the casing of the lipsticks. They are beautiful. They match the palette design. So the color and shade that I got is Alice, and this is like a sheer shimmer coating over the lips. It has kind of an orangey tone to it. But I love it. I swatched all the different colors. I was not disappointed with all the colors. I think I would get more use out of this shimmer sheer Alice color, only because I have purples and I have blues, and I really wanted something different. And this, like I said, it has kind of like an orange pearlized look to the lip. It's an absolutely beautiful color. I love it. How do you guys like it? Now for the fun part. Let's dive in to the swatches of this palette. Alright, so getting into the first shade on the top row is Looking Glass. And this is a very good base coat to use on your eye. The next color is Hatter, and this is what I'm using on my eye right now. And it's just a really pretty lime green. The next shade is actually one of my favorites. It's very creamy. So this is a creamy texture of an eyeshadow. It doesn't feel like powder. It feels like cream. It is just beautiful. Just glides on. It has this pearl iridescent look to it. The next color is Heads Will Roll, and this is a kind of a teal shimmer glitter color. And I don't know why this one would be called Heads Will Roll. I would assume like a red shade would be Heads Would Roll. Only because it's associated with the Queen of Hearts. The last color on the top is called Time. This is like a dark blue, beautiful color. Look at that. The dark blue, it has kind of a smoky look to it. So you have like the dark blue shimmer on top, but as you blend it out, you see like this dark smoky gray black coming through as well. Now going to the second row, the first color is called Reflection, and this is a matte transition color. You can't really notice it, is what I've noticed on my pale skin, but it's this orangey peach color right here. The next color we're looking at is called Gone Mad, and this is a purple with some glitter in there. This color, I wasn't too impressed with the pigment of it. Like you see, I've gone over it almost 3 times now, and I don't get as much pigment as I have gotten from the other colors. The next color is called Duchess, and again, I am in love with this color. This actually matches the color of the Alice lipstick that I'm wearing today. But this is just very pearlescent, iridescent, luminous, peach. I just love it. The next color is called Bandersnatch. First, like, let's get a load of this. Beautiful dark blue. So I used this dark blue Bandersnatch on my other eye, my Alice eye, to kind of help with the dimension of the blue that I initially had put on there. And it really helps with adding density to the crease. So this color I think I'm going to be using quite a bit because I do like to wear blue on my eyes. Now this color is called Dream On, and this is like a glittery, I think it's just a glitter shadow. I don't think there's a lot of color to it. It's just to add glitter to the eyelid, and I'm definitely going to be using this quite a bit. It's going to be one of my main colors. Instead of using like pigment shadows, I could use this once in a while. Moving down to the third row, the first color is called Dormouse. And don't you just love that they are making names that we can relate to in the Alice in Wonderland series? Like, I love it that they associated that into the shadows. Next color is Paradox, and can we all agree that is beautiful? Let's all agree right now that this color is everything. Life itself is right on this shade. This color is the Name of Kingdom, and this is a copper gold type color to it. I mean, I love this row. This row you can make a lookout of by itself. So this is Kingdom. Oh, it's beautiful. The next color I am dying for. This is called Thousand Grum. Oh, I can just hear the angels singing right now. Praises to Lord Jesus. Look at that color. I just can't handle it. Oh, I wish I used that color today, actually. That is beautiful. It reminds me of like dancing unicorns. And the last color on this line is called Chronosphere. And this is like a brown copper shimmer color. Definitely a natural nature color that if you have any natural looks to do, this would be a really good bold color on the lid, I think. We are on the last row, guys. So the first color on the last row is what I have on my eye. It is Metamorphosis, and this is that light blue gorgeousness that reminds me of Alice. This color should have been named Alice. I am not disappointed, but I'm kind of disappointed in the name. So this is called Cake. Does anybody else think that this color should have been called like Cheshire or something of that nature? Like, it looks like the Cheshire Cat. It just does. So I don't know why they wouldn't name it Cheshire, but this is called Cake. It is a very pretty, vibrant pink color. Almost has like a purple tint tone to it, undertone. Next color is called Chessboard. This color is so creamy. As I'm dipping my finger into it, it just is like milky gliding onto my arm. So again, this is called Chessboard, a very good transition color. The next color I used as a highlight for the brow bone. I also used on my actual eyelid. This is called Royal Flush, and I don't think I really need to say anything. I mean, look at it. You could even use this as like a metallic highlighter if you wanted to. It is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. This is on my lids right now to help with the cut crease look. I can't handle it. It's beautiful. And the last color on the bottom row is called Mirror. And this is just a smoky gray shimmer color. Not too shimmery though, but I can really see me using this on my lid with like a black smoky corner. So there you have it, guys, the full swatches for this palette. There are a few that didn't swatch out very well, like the pigmentation wasn't really there. So there is some disappointment into this palette. Like I said, I'm going to give you my honest opinion. I do love the variety of colors though. Like they have like a stretch from naturals to vibrants in here. The creamy shadows, like they have to be creamy. Like the 1000 Grum, girl. There are quite a bit in here that are my favorites. For instance, the Royal Flush, 1000 Grum, Lily, Cake, which should have been Cheshire, Paradox. Like there is so much in here that I know I will get full use out of. I feel like that my $60 was spent well on this palette. This palette is only a limited time. Like I said, go and get it if you were happy with the swatches that you saw. And again, this is the Royal Flush on my lid. So you can see it does have a noticeable feature to this. And I have been looking for kind of a white shadow that pops with the eye, and Royal Flush does that. It really does. Lily is what I put into the corner of my eye over top. What did I do? Over top Heads Will Roll. So I put Heads Will Roll on there, and then I put Lily over the top, and it added a very gorgeous iridescence to the corner of my eye. Yes. I feel like it was money well spent. I'm very happy with it. And like I said, there were some shadows that didn't swatch very well, weren't very pigmented, but you can't win them all. You hope that you did with a $60 palette, but you can't win them all. It's gonna happen. Just use a primer, use a glitter glue, which is what I use to get the more bang out of my buck. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry if it was a long video. I won't know until I actually edit it out. I do know that my battery's about to die, so that says something. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, just give it a big old thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe on your way out. I hope you guys have a fantabulous day. Exercise your inner madness, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.